My drawing journey took me forever, and it didn't always start out the way it did. As far as I can remember, way back in the earlier years, my drawings were kind of crappy. And I'm not trying to be hard on myself or anything, it's just they didn't look right. I did a self-portrait of myself in art around 5th grade or so, and, well, let's just say I didn't like how it turned out. My parents liked it, but deep down, I didn't like it at all. I didn't want to rip it up, burn it, or do anything to it. I just didn't like how it turned out. But then eventually, I waited, or just tried. But it wouldn't take me till 2020 for my art prowess to finally work out. Starting off with making little books with markers, like a Ben 10 book, a Gila Monster book, and some drawings about two animals battling each other. I then started making concepts for Cartoon Beatbox Battles episodes, which was one of my main interests at the time, along with YouTube, drawing, and just doing my thing. Back then, I didn't have a fully made YouTube channel, and around May 2020, I didn't start making content, but set up my YouTube channel, just titling it and making my portfolio for what was soon to become, for what was yet to come, or what was soon to be yet to come, the AG4322, aka the AG43 channel. Very, very soon. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. But anyway, guys, enough said and done, enough chitter chatter. It took me all the way till October of 2020, or September of 2020, for me to fully start doing a drawing project. The Trahara region. No, not horror or horror. Horror. Not horror, but Hara, as in Trahara. Like the Sahara, but you get it, guys, you get it. And that was my first full-on project. It took me weeks to get it done. Around the time the last Sword and Shield Pokemon not DDLC, but DLC, the Crown Tundra came out. And then at some point around 2021, I came up with my next region, the Brasilia region, or 2020. But it wouldn't fully take me till 2021 of that year, where I had to work on and make my hardest thing yet, the quote-unquote Ejaria region, which was soon to be yet my biggest project ever. This fan-made project of mine took me a lot of time to make. In fact, I'm not even sure if I remember doing it, but I would take multiple nights into making this, staying up later than usual, and, shockingly, skipping meals. And by meals, I don't mean breakfast, lunch. No, I feel like I would skip dinner and even dessert, or would eat dessert while I worked, but would skip those 2 meals. And yeah, skipping dessert isn't that big of a deal, but it's shocking that I would focus more on my work than helping myself. It's okay if I'm not hungry, but it's I didn't focus on feeding myself. All I focused on was my work. All I cared about was my work. I didn't want to focus on anything else. All I cared about were my sketches. And that's soon to become... No, I can't do that. I have to chill. I have to relax. I can't go too hard on myself. After all, I didn't even get that far deep into what I'm talking about just yet. And I would sometimes put on YouTube and draw, Pungence's Tasty Planet Forever gameplay vids/videos while I would do this. Or was that 2022? Yeah, I don't really know. But it wouldn't take me till the end of 2021 for where I would develop something which was soon to become was soon to be called the Gotcha Gang series / the Gotcha Gang, or was shaping up to be the Gotcha Gang or the Gotcha Gang for what was yet to come in the future, in the far, far future. Drawing a little sketch of a guy called AG43, which was actually called AG4322. Back around then, I had also coincidentally gotten the Omicron COVID virus, and I spent countless hours in my bed by myself. I would sometimes make random doodles of the roster of characters I was gonna make for my random Friday Night Funkin' aka FNF mod, which included malware from Ben 10. And I would spend countless hours drawing and coming up with new characters, making characters like Rapper Alex, Dras, who was originally called Dras 2542 or 2542 for y'all who don't know, slash for you guys who don't know, and Anonymous Gotcha, who was really originally an imposter, or claiming to be the AG43 was an imposter, and he was the real design, since in fact, before AG25 and all that was developed, he was originally going to be, it was the original main design concept for AG43. AG4322, which was soon to become AG43. I would also draw designs of the Sonic EXE song called Triple Trouble, which I studied which took countless hours. My own intensity made me work as hard as I could to perfect it, to quote unquote get it right. It took me countless hours to do what I wanted to do. And I was impressed by what I had done, seen. Making concepts and doing stuff, which I just want to quickly address. Also around earlier that year, back in 2021, I would draw Friday Night Funkin' characters with pencil, like Cappy, Girlfriend, Sarvente, Tord, Tankman, and then in the future, characters like Black Imposter, Secret History, Tails, Cuphead, Ink Bandy, Sans Undertale, and more. But we're not even in 2022 yet, so let's save that till the end. I also started to draw up a series called the Shorts series, which were these pen-drawn comics of these 4 random stick figure characters, up to 6, going on random adventures such as Googling themselves, meeting an alligator, getting superpowers akin to Ben 10 with the Omnitrix, with the power of the Omnitrix by Omnitrix, or going trick-or-treating or playing a game of soccer. And in fact, I want to go back to the Ijaria region for a moment. I've done some concepts in a light green notebook, or in a light green notebook, guys, but yeah. And the reason I'm saying this is because if you guys are familiar with my content on my channel now, then you guys have probably seen them in my YouTube series titled Object Optality, where he's actually one of the main contestants or participants in the show. That's him. I drew a lot of concepts in him. And boy, oh boy, did I take a long time doing it. But anyways, sorry we got off track there with some tangents there. Short tangent. Okay, I'm sorry about that, guys. But anyway, guys. Back to what I was saying earlier. This had taken me a long time to perfect. It wouldn't take me till, yes, we're finally here in 2022, but 2022, where I finally figured out what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a YouTuber and an artist. I had started making my videos, and this was around time where I already had my YouTube channel called AG4322 up and running, making YouTube videos such as shorts like Guy Likes Grass, or The World's Longest Sheesh, and stuff like that. In fact, closer around this time, I actually had moved to an apartment, which I'm not going to say the location of, but yeah, this was around the time where my artwork actually started to change and shape and form up. Dras had gotten a new design. The Triple Trouble group actually showed off a character called Ripjaw's Gotcha before Dras existed, who was going to have his own beast form along with AG43, but that got scrapped and Beast Gotcha became his own thing, and the 6 main Gotcha gang members were formed, aka born but formed, those being AG43, Rapper Alex, Anonymous Gotcha, Dras Gotcha, Beast Gotcha, sorry about that, guys, and Ripjaw's Gotcha. Ripjaw's Gotcha. At that time, I was busy making weeks character song names, figuring out what characters were going in, what phases everyone would have, and originally every character would have 3 songs each. But eventually, in the far, far future, which we'll discuss, I eventually scrapped all the 3 songs but one. And eventually, some characters like Sonia or Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time, aka T, but Adventure Time were scrapped. Not because I didn't like them, but because they were boring to me. I just didn't want to add them in. But characters like Jane Animations, Cynthia, and the 2 fan-made characters akin to Bob and Bosip were made. Black Din and Thundrock, 2 OC other characters, which will at some point get added to the Gotcha Gang, as their own thing. And as far early as 2021, I had drawn a random OC called X-Lobster. But it wouldn't take me till 2023 for him to have his own official design and his own official name. But anyway, off track here, back to 2022. I had drawn on the board, and came up with some designs for more Gotcha Gang members, including but not only limited to at home Flisp Gotcha in the shower where I spout water out of my mouth. I know, disgusting video, but I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm sorry. A character called Space Melian, which I would eventually call Space Gotcha, and 2 brand new characters. Berserk Gotcha, at that time called Belzerk Gotcha or Belzerk, and Jelly Gotcha. Not Jelly or Jelli, but Jeli with the prefix, I meant with the name Gotcha attached to it. It then would take me over the summer to develop other characters such as Ocean Gotcha, Time Watcher, Cybe.net, and others. But then eventually, I'd gotten so far into it that I wasn't blinded by my own self-ambition, and I enjoyed it. Sure, it took me a lot of time to come up with the designs and the time, but I was doing well. It wouldn't take me till the end of 2022 to take time working on my other fan-made Pokemon region, the Asniel region, which, oh yeah, that was the one where I watched Tasty Planet Forever for, and I did. Took a lot of time too, but it was worth it in the end. Sasha was worth it. Eventually, I took a lot of time into this. And other characters such as Fleetway Drass, Crazy Drass, Starved Drass, Cybe.Furnace. Can you please shut it? Or I'm gonna cut. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck that was, but sorry about that, guys. But yeah, anyway. Back to what I was saying to you guys, I created all these designs. And at this point, the Gotcha Gang was fully formed. And now you know the full-on history of how my art journey existed and how the Gotcha Gang was fully formed. From a couple sketches during quarantine to a full-on mod concept, and eventually a whole thing turned into a mini YouTube series on my YouTube channel, which is what I based it off of. Some people might say it's related to Gacha, which it's not. Or some people might mock me and say that it sucks. But you know what? Screw what they say. Because then in the end, they probably don't care about their own artistic talents or careers either. Like, two people which I'm not going to mention. But I already know that it's Bridget and James. But I don't want you guys trying to come after them, okay? I don't want anyone harassing anyone. You got that? Good. No, anyway, back to what I was saying. I wouldn't let anyone get in the way of what I was doing. And I didn't. And so eventually, now we are where we are. Working on stuff like an African-based Pokemon region. Finishing up final concepts for my mod, aka FNF mod. And yeah, that's how it is. I'd even draw Pokemon and draw random characters such as Cynthia from Pokemon, the champion of the Sinnoh region. But anyways, enough about her. Back to what I was saying about my drawing journey. That is how it started, and this is where I am today / now. I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation on how I have on how I had to come so far to go. But yeah, our journey starts today. Yep, I'm back, baby. And don't you forget about it. Because I am not leaving this platform. Not today, not tomorrow, and certainly not ever. You understand that? Good. Because when I say that, I really, really say that. Sorry about that. But yeah, anyway, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I am your fellow host, AG43, aka AG4322, or AG43. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow, along with this. Goodbye, everyone!